One of the benefits of having a coach is the fact that you can have a thinking partner. I don't know about you, but I'm a quiet nature person by trade, and I'm very vulnerable if I trust you. And I'll talk and just talk. But if I don't know you that well, I'm going to be more reserved. And two, when you're in a leadership role, people will come to you. Well, maybe they don't with you, but with me, I've had a negative experience of times of people coming to you with agendas or wanting something. And when they do that every day, the one thing I've learned is you can't let it sour you that people want things or have agendas. You got to be positive about humanity and people. But when you are in a neighborhood with peers and you're in meetings, and there's times where you may be having issues with your board, issues with your supervisor, and you're trying to think things through, and you don't want to tell someone that it may get out in the neighborhood, hey, I'm having problems. Or you're trying to work on some big plans and you're just trying to make sure they're sound before you start dripping them out to people. And leadership is lonely. And to have someone that can coach you through that self-doubt you have, where there's things you really, really need to do, you know deep down you really need to do them, but the lizard brain that says, hey, you're safe now, you've only got so many more years or whatever, you start worrying about your family and the finances, and I've got a debt, and what am I going to do? Well, I've learned, and the people on our team that work, we've all made some gutsy decisions a lot of people would not make, and can tell you that when you have a thinking partner, a mentor, a coach that's working with you, I've been tremendously over the years of having great mentors. Before, people were being called coaches, now coaches, that have helped me to keep the emotions calm so I can rationalize and process through and do the future planning where you're like, okay, this is what success looks like, but the real world's probably not going to happen. So if I can get close to it, 75%, 70%, 66%, but I know we're going to be guaranteed just about success, and I can drip it out and vet it with multiple people. But before I roll things out at times, I want to use my mentors and my mastermind group to help me so I can understand just different ways to present it, different ways to roll it out, different things to work with. So if you're having issues where it's just, I'm trying to struggle with my board and the dynamics. How can I coach my board? How can I lead my board? If it's how can I lead my team? We're having conflict on the team and you're just stuck. Sometimes you get stuck and you know the answers, but you can't get them out because of all the emotions and the mental games your mind's playing. Let us help you. Because I know this, it's painful when someone's living in your head rent-free and they don't even know it. And one thing I've learned too is I was paranoid at times early on about what do people think or they're thinking about me. They're not worried about you. And when you can evolve into being you and your authentic self, and people see that you've got a good heart and you're not perfect, you're going to attract really good people around you that appreciate you for being honest and being yourself. So if you're struggling with some of these things, like I said, we're not mental health professionals, but we've been in these same roles where you get in a chair and like imposter syndrome, can I really do it? Or what do I do next? And we can help you. We can help you to increase the likelihood of success.